like to cover days of our lives, but I ain't trying to be in it. My name ain't Walter. I ain't from Barbados, I don't like coconuts, and I ain't into tricking. That's not for me. I want my personal life to be free of abortions, free of drama, baby mamas, and everything in between.
A few moments later.
Hi, my name is Libby. I'm going to be talking about a pregnancy in which Abba ultimately walked away from.
As I told you guys like this at the beginning, I gave everything. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed at all. I gave everything, bro.
I will never visit the kid. The kid will never visit me. I'll never know who they are. He will never know me. I promise.
I can't tell you, this is by far the worst betrayal anyone's ever done to me. And I'll probably process that for a while, to be honest with you. But I was fucked up, I'm not gonna lie.
You know what else fucks people up? You know, something that people have to process for an extended amount of time, not having their father in their life, especially when the dad leaves them with a crazy ass bitch for a mom.
But I will never visit the kid. The kid will never visit me. I'll never know who they are. He will never know me. I promise.
Essentially, there's some allegations that I was like a deadbeat, or I didn't want to be part of, some kid, and I forced her to have an abortion, and it turned out that none of that was true.
I will never visit the kid. The kid will never visit me. I'll never know who they are. He will never know me. I promise.
You have decided that you were not going to pull out of her vagina, so you're not going to pull out of fatherhood.
You get on here and you talk all this stuff, you wag the finger at other people, you say how they need to take care of their responsibilities, and even going as far as to say that you would pay for Daisy's legal fees to make sure that Walter was accountable for getting her pregnant. You will do all that, but then run away from your own responsibilities to your own seed. You're willing to deny your own child the pleasure of knowing who their father is, of knowing their father. It's about the mentality. It's about the character. It's about the integrity that is just not there. So whether she ended up having the baby or not, this is something you said, and this is something you felt.
Yeah. Big JTV, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I want y'all especially to go smash that like button and subscribe. A lot of new people watching. I want y'all to spread the love and appreciate the content. Thank you so much. Yeah, Abba's cooked. He's deep fried. He's cooked. He's cooked. See, this is the thing, man. There's a saying, don't throw stones in glass houses, right? And this perfectly applies to Abba. Who's Abba? Abba's from Abba and Preach. Very popular, and I think the most popular reaction commentary channel, specifically in Black YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about really the other commentary channels. I'm just going to be 100% real with you. Similar to what I do, but higher, better quality, everything. It is what it is. Here's the difference with specifically Abba's commentary. And Preach, you can extend it to him, but not as much. He has a moral superiority type of view, right? And a very, I'll put it in a political sense, it's a woke, liberal, leftist point of view, right? It's a preachy, feminist perspective to almost all topics. Why does this matter? This matters in context because of recent things that have come out really in the past 2 weeks. I haven't covered it much, but I'm going to cover it deeper here. I put a video at the beginning of this thing, or maybe I'm going to put it here, where Abba gives a lot of criticism, right, to Fresh from the Fresh and Fit podcast, who impregnated a Asian prostitute, Chinese prostitute, right? And how careless Fresh was about essentially encouraging an abortion or a child deletion. I don't know if YouTube's going to censor me. It is what it is. YouTube is already on my tail. It is what it is. But look at the viciousness and how hard he goes at Fresh, Prince CEO. And then I'm going to speak about it on the back end. Let's go.
Our friend Walter Weeks, Mr. Fresh Prince CEO, got his her pregnant. And she's keeping the baby and she's exposing him. Yes, sir. Alpha male guru, whatever, red pill, knows the truth of the world, got caught up with a sex worker and got her pregnant. And now he's begging her to get rid of it. The guys we were supposed to tell you not to get these was pregnant, got her pregnant. Now, can I ask you a question? Is that fresh? I'm just asking. Is that a new one?
God,
Or is this the most stale ass mistake you could make in the world?
God damn it.
You know what they calling him online? Pug CEO.
Oh, shit.
They got a nickname called Pug CEO. Yeah, they are killing this man. All right, so her name is Daisy Fit. Okay, she's putting them on blast.
You mean to tell me that Fresh fucked with Fit?
No. That's fire. I didn't see that one.
Fresh got Fit pregnant.
I'm just saying.
But you didn't see that shit when you said it?
Because that's the thing. Fresh offers pretty much nothing to the podcast. So it's almost like Fit got him pregnant, got to pay child support.
So from what y'all saw and what y'all heard from there, you would think, okay, he's going in. But a lot of it is fair criticism, saying, hey, you have to take care of your seed. You have to understand, hey, aborting, mission and all that, that is something serious and you can't treat it trivially, right? On top of that, Abba himself interviewed her, this woman Daisy, right? And tried to communicate with her in order to keep on exposing Fresh and by consequence the Fresh and Fit podcast. Now, I don't know how many videos he did, but I believe it was definitely more than 5, maybe 10 about this whole arc. This happened a few years ago, right? Now, to some people's surprise, not mine, the man Abba now has confirmed 3 different women that he got pregnant in 2026. I'm telling you, we're 5 months in. We're 5 months in and he's gotten 3 different women pregnant. First is Libby, who looks like the female Sneeko. I know it's crazy, right? And then there's this Swedish girl. I don't really necessarily know her name, right? But he got her pregnant. And then there's now another woman from North Carolina who does not want to identify herself, right? I'm either going to put a clip here or I'm going to put it in the beginning. We don't know. I'm going to know. Editing me is going to do it. Let's go.
Yeah, around 119.
119, yeah, that was it. Today it's 84.
Okay.
So it's kind of going down, which is more likely to indicate like a miscarriage. But based on everything, I would say leaning more towards this seems like you've had a miscarriage or like having one right now.
I'm such a tourist right now.
What happens is that
take it off, take it off, take it off. Lights off, lights off, lights on, lights on, lights off, lights off.
And that right there was the third woman to come out in less than 2 weeks accusing Abba of impregnating her and showing receipts and proof, right? Why does this matter? This matters because every single criticism that Abba had towards this woman, not this woman, sorry, towards Fresh, he was doing, right? So these are these morally righteous, virtue signaling, and I'm going to just keep it real, most of them usually are leftists, right? That claim a superiority complex, that claim to be allies to women when they're subversive and actually are the enemies of women, right? I believe personally that Abba, his excuse in his replies, or at least his explanations, were that the first accuser or the first person who brought this to light or brought in his way of interacting with women, Libby, was crazy and insane. And by the way, he was right. She is crazy. She is insane, right? But that doesn't excuse the fact that Abba himself had impregnated these women and encouraged them to have abortions, right? And I'm not saying that he outwardly said, like Fresh, get these abortions, but he encouraged them, right? So what is the difference now? If you're encouraging women to abort babies, that means you're having unprotected sex with them and blasting off in them consistently, right? Abba's excuse was that he had a low sperm count, right? And that his doctor advised him it would be tough for him to have kids. Well, low does not mean no sperm count. Does that make sense? Meaning, homie knew that even with his low sperm count, you just need one. You just need one to get in there, penetrate the egg, and plosh, a bang, you've created a child. So the same thing this hypocrite was accusing Fresh of doing, he's done 3 times confirmed in 2026. We're in May, dog. We're in May. Which leads me to believe that there's more than this. There's more than just her. So I want y'all to stay tuned, man. You know what I mean? And these receipts are getting pulled up. Now, look, this does not, necessarily have any illegality linked to it. It is deceit. It is lying to these women. That's a fact. It's a lot of women who are scorned by the way that he lied to them. It hinges on lies. That's really what the issue here is. Hypocrisy and lies. You claim to be one thing when in reality you're the exact opposite, which makes you more insidious and makes you a liar, right? And since he lied and scorned this woman, Libby, she's made a campaign for her to expose Abba as a lying hypocrite and to also make some money on the side. She's going to make some money, guys. She's going to make some money. She's crazy. It's a fact. But ultimately, it's not crazy what she's exposing. She's exposing the hypocrisy of these YouTube content creators, these virtual signaling buffoons. You know what I'm saying? Don't pretend to be one thing when you're actually the opposite. But y'all get in the comments below, man. Let me know y'all thoughts, man. Big JTV. Y'all think Abba survives this? Or nah? Y'all get in the comments. Let me know. Big JTV, I'm out.